70 years ago, Britain's colonial rulers took a fateful decision to divide India and Pakistan along religious lines. 15 million Hindus, Sikhs and Muslims fled across newly created borders so they could be among their own. In the panic, families were separated, and that means today, all these years later, some relatives live on opposite sides of a bitter nuclear-armed conflict. South Asia correspondent James Bennett reports.
Even after 70 years, Mahinda Kaur can clearly recall the day when a guard arrived at her village with an ominous warning.
ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਬਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਘਰੋਂ ਪਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ ਖਾਣ ਤੇ ਨੰਬਰਦਾਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਉਸ ਆਖਿਆ ਮੰਗਲ ਸਿੰਘਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਚਲੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਥਾਣੇਦਾਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਡਿੱਛ ਕੇ ਚਲੋ.
She was only 12 at the time, but the violence spreading through Punjab was about to change her life. Mahinda Kaur and her sisters fled to India in the care of their uncle. Her parents and brothers remained.
Death and destruction on all sides bear witness to the furious outbreaks following recent boundary awards which divided the Punjab.
Although safe in exile, Mahinda Kaur and her sisters would never see their father again. This violent, heartbreaking upheaval was driven by retreating Britain's fateful decision to split its subcontinental empire, Pakistan for Muslims, India for the Hindus and Sikhs.
Fleeing from their looted, blood-stained towns comes a new exodus, 1 million displaced persons.
Now historians are calling it almost a civil war situation. But these were huge waves of violence by one community on the other, perpetrated on the other, and then very sharp reactions from the other side.
It was human tragedy on a vast scale. Estimates vary, several 100,000 up to 2 million murdered. 15 million were abruptly severed from the lives they knew. Mahinda Kaur's sisters and the husband she later married have all since died. Now 82, she's seen her brothers just twice since that hurried departure. Siblings who've lived divided lives are rare, but the brothers and sister we're about to meet have endured a lifetime of painful separation. Theirs is an extreme example of the human toll Britain left behind in its hasty exit from an empire it could no longer control. To this day, the border remains a source of bitter division. India and Pakistan have fought several wars over Kashmir and been to the brink of nuclear conflict.
So we are going to Bardlewal village and we are hoping to meet two brothers, Harbhajan Singh and Mahinder Singh.
At the very same moment, 7:30 is meeting Mahinda Kaur less than 100 kilometres away across the heavily militarised border. A research scholar helping the ABC on this story is on her way to meet Mrs Kaur's brothers.
I mean, these two brothers were separated from their families during partition, and I'm really hoping to meet them.
The plan is to reconnect these ageing siblings who've not seen each other's faces in more than a quarter of a century.
If the call gets through, so, we might be able to connect the brother and sister so that they can talk.
The connection is patchy, but we dial in.
Hello. ठीक आ वीर ठीक आ तू अपनी सुनाओ तुसी मैं ते ठीक ही हां
सब ठीक ठाक ने
ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਾਸ ਦਾ ਕਰ ਲਵਾਓ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ
ਬੜਾ ਦਿਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਸੁਣਨ ਦਾ ਇਤਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ
ਇੰਨੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਇੰਨੀ
Mahinda Kaur's brothers are no longer who she remembers. They gave up their Sikh identities and converted to Islam, now Muhammad Iqbal and Muhammad Rafiq. While comfortable as farmers, they're understandably bitter at being forced apart.
ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀ ਬਣੀ ਤੇ ਲੱਭਾ ਦੂਆਂ ਧਿਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਲੱਭਾ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਮੋਟਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਖਤਰੀ ਲੈ ਗਏ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਲੱਭਾ ਕੱਖ ਕੰਡਾ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਹਕੂਮਤ ਤੇ ਹੋਈ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ
There is now, in theory, nothing stopping this ageing, heartbroken family from travelling to see each other one last time. But the process is arduous, and amid the longing, there is an abiding sadness, a recognition that nothing can replace the decades apart.
ਵੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਇੰਝ ਹੀ ਲੰਘ ਗਈ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਨਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਸ਼ਾਦੀ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾ ਪੋਤਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਦੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਆਈ ਤੇ ਕਾਹਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ
ਤੇ ਬਸ ਵਿਛੋੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਂਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਮਰ